Good morning friends, let us come back to our session. In the last lecture we were solving about the third method, that is the quadratic formula of solving a quadratic equation, right? Let us see some more examples related to this. See, we are having an example here, that is 3x square minus 5x plus 2. I want to solve this quadratic equation with the help of the quadratic formula. So first of all, here we have a is equals to 3, b equals to minus 5 and c is equals to 2, right? Therefore first of all what we shall find out is b square minus 4ac, that is minus 5 square minus 4 into 3 into 2, that is minus 5 square is 25 minus 4 into 3 12, 12 into 2 is 24, which is equals to 1. Now see, this 1 is greater than 0. Now if this is greater than 0, that means the roots here will be real and distinct. Therefore the roots of the equation are x equals to minus b plus or minus root b square minus 4ac upon 2a, that is equals to minus of minus 5 plus or minus square root of 1, because b square minus 4ac is equals to 1 upon 2 into 3, right? Minus of minus 5 is plus 5 plus or minus 1 upon 6. Therefore x is either 5 plus 1 by 6 or 5 minus 1 by 6. 5 plus 1 by 6, that means 6, and 6 by 6 is 1. Therefore x is either 1 or this is 5 minus 1 4. 4 by 6, that means 2 by 3. So the values of the variable or the roots of the given equation are 1 and 2 by 3. Is it clear friends? So in this way we can solve it by the quadratic formula. Let us see one more example. Okay, x square plus 4x plus 5 is equals to 0. Again let us see what is given here. A equals to 1, b is equals to 4 and c is equals to 5. Therefore we shall find out b square minus 4ac first, that is 4 square minus 4 into 1 into 5. What is 4 square? 16 minus 4 into 1 4 into 5, that is 20, which is equals to minus 4. Note that friends, this minus 4 is less than 0. That means b square minus 4ac is less than 0. Hence no real roots exists, right? You can say that no real roots exist or 0 roots are possible for this equation. Is it clear friends? So that is no real roots exist for the given quadratic equation x square plus 4x plus 5. One more, that is 2x square minus 2 root 2x plus 1 equal to 0. Again see friends, we are having an example, 2x square minus 2 root 2x plus 1 equals to 0, right? So here what we can see, a equals to 2, b equals to minus 2 root 2 and c equals to 1, right? Therefore b square minus 4ac, that is minus 2 root 2 whole square minus 4 into 2 into 1, minus 2 root 2 square, that is 8 minus 4 into 2 8, which is equal to 0. See friends, this is the first example where we get the value of b square minus 4ac as 0. That means 8 minus 8 0, or b square minus 4ac is equals to 0. So what will be the nature of the roots? The roots here will be real and equal. Therefore the roots of the equation are x equals to minus b plus or minus root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Therefore x equals to minus of minus 2 root 2 plus or minus root 0 upon 2 into 2, right? Because b is minus 2 root 2, hence we shall write minus of minus 2 root 2, that is equals to 2 root 2. There is no need of writing plus or minus root 0, because root 0 is 0 and 2 root 2 plus or minus 0 is again 2 root 2 divided by 4. So you can cancel out the 2 here, root 2's can be cancelled out, and that is 1 by root 2. Therefore x equals to 1 by root 2 comma 1 by root 2. You will get only one value, but as this is a quadratic equation, both the roots of the given quadratic equation are same. Note that, friends, both the roots of the given quadratic equation are same. So x equals to 1 by root 2 and 1 by root 2 are the roots of the given quadratic equation. Is it clear, friends? Right? Now let us take one or two of the examples that we solved in the previous topic, so that we can come to know that how this actually works. One more I am having here is of the same kind that we have solved here in 8th question, and then we shall come to a conclusion that 4x square plus 4 root 3x plus 3 equal to 0. What do you know about this? Right? What do you know about this is, this question or this quadratic equation is a perfect square in itself. Yes or no? This is a perfect square in itself, right? So what we are going to do is, we are going to solve this by the quadratic formula now. Here a is equals to 4, b is equals to 4 root 3 and c is equals to 3. Therefore b square minus 4ac, that is 4 root 3 square minus 4 into 4 into 3, right? 4 root 3 square, that is 48, minus 4 into 4 16, 16 into 3 is again 48, which is equal to 0. So we got the value of b square minus 4ac is equals to 0. Therefore the roots of the equation are x equals to minus b plus or minus root b square minus 4ac upon 2a, right? Therefore x equals to minus 4 root 3 plus or minus root 0 upon 2 into 4. Therefore x equals to minus 4 root 3 upon 8. So this can be cancelled, and hence that is minus root 3 by 2, right? Therefore the roots are minus root 3 by 2 comma minus root 3 by 2. Note that again this is a quadratic equation, and hence as b square minus 4ac is 0, we will get the real and equal roots. So both the roots of this equation present will be equal. Coming to an important conclusion after this, solving these two examples, we can come to an important conclusion that if b square minus 4ac is equals to 0, then the roots of the equation will be x equals to minus b by 2a comma minus b by 2a. This is an important formula to be remembered, as we have seen in the previous examination that the paper setter may ask you about the formulas also in 1 mark question. So it becomes an important one to see whether this can be asked or not, that if the value of b square minus 4ac is equals to 0, then the roots of the equation will be x equals to minus b by 2a comma minus b by 2a. Note that, friends, here it is derived from the quadratic formula itself, where I have replaced b square minus 4ac with 0. That means minus b plus or minus root 0 by 2a. That plus or minus root 0 is being cancelled, and hence the remaining thing is minus b by 2a. So you will remember this, friends. Okay. Now we shall solve some data type question also, and then we shall move with further practice. I am having one of them here, that is a cottage industry produces a certain number of toys in a day. The cost of production of each toy in rupees, right? We have given the cost of production of each toy in rupees was found to be 55 minus the number of toys produced in a day. On a particular day, the total cost of production was rupees 750. Find the cost of each toy, right? Find the cost of each toy. So what the question says is, a cottage industry produces a certain number of toys in a day. The cost of production of each toy was found to be rupees 55, or 55 minus the number of toys produced in a day. On a particular day, the total cost of production was rupees 750. Then find the cost of each toy. So let us say that let see here, not the cost of toy, let find the number of toys produced, right? It is find the number of toys produced. So let the number of toys produced in a day be X. Let the number of toys produced in a day be X, and cost of, see, the cost of production is given, it is 55 minus number of toys produced in a day, and the cost of the production of each toy will be 55 minus X rupees, right? It is 55 minus the number of toys produced in a day, so that will be 55 minus x rupees. Now see, we are also given the total cost of production. Now total cost of production becomes like number of toys produced multiplied by the cost of one toy, right? If I say that I have produced 100 toys in a day and the cost of each toy is 7.5 rupees, then that becomes 750 rupees, right? Like that. So number of toys produced in a day multiplied by the cost of production of each toy gives me the total cost, right? Therefore, or also the total cost of toys is rupees 750. Therefore x into 55 minus x is equals to 750. Hence 55x minus x square is equals to 750. Taking this both terms on the other side, we shall get x square minus 55x plus 750 is equals to 0. Note that friends, here middle term is minus and last term is plus, so the factors will be minus minus or plus plus, minus minus, right? So what we can write down here is the factors is x square. Now you can select from this one that which method you are going to solve. Either can you solve this by factorization, by completing a square method, or by the quadratic formula. But see how to select it wisely. Whenever you are having smaller coefficient, smaller, that means this 750 is very big. So rather than multiplying this 750 by any other numbers, let us factorize this 750 so that we can easily get our factors and then we can get the roots of this equation. So 750, or talk about 75. So 750 can be written as, first of all, 75 into 10. 75 can be written as 25 into 3. Note that if I combine this both 3 and 10, that becomes 30. 3 into 10 is 30, and 30 plus 25 is again 55, right? So we can say that the factors here of 55 will be 30 and 25. So that is x square minus 30x minus 25x plus 750 is equal to 0, right? Therefore taking out x common, x into x minus 30, here we shall take 25 common, that is again x minus 30, which is equal to 0, and hence we get x minus 25 into x minus 30 is equal to 0. Therefore x minus 25 equal to 0 and x minus 30 equal to 0, and hence x equals to 25 or 30, right? Now we got two values here. Now which of them is possible, we don't know, right? So let us confirm it here by this. If I take x equals to 25, then I am getting 750 here or not, and if I take x equals to 30, then I am getting 750 or not. As both values satisfies the given condition, the number of toys produced are either 25 or 30, right? Are either 25 or 30. That means if you produce 25 toys, then also you will get the total cost of production as 750, and if you produce 30 toys, then also you will get the total cost of production as 750, because this is important, this 55 minus the number of toys produced in a day, right? In this way you can solve any of the data type questions given to you. Let us see one or two more of this kind, and then we shall move further with our rest of the examples. One more sum I am having here is find consecutive odd positive integers sum of whose squares is 290. Sum of whose squares is 290, right? Find two consecutive odd positive integers, sum of whose squares is 290. So first of all, what we are having here is, see, two consecutive odd positive integers. Odd positive integers, that means 1 3, 3 5, 5 7, 7 9, and so on. That means only the odd numbers, the odd integers we are going to take, right? So what we can say about this now? Let the first odd integer be x, and so the second will be x plus 2. Why? See friends, it is x plus 2 is because we are having the odd integers only, and the odd integers are always in a difference of 2, 1 3. So that is 3 minus 1 2, again 3 5, that is 5 minus 3 2. That means in a difference of 2 we are having all the odd integers. So if I say that my first odd integer is x, then the second odd integer will be x plus 2. Is it clear? So we have taken x plus 2. If it is asked that find two consecutive positive integers rather than talking about odd or even, then we might have taken x and x plus 1, but here it is odd positive integer, so we shall take x and x plus 2. That means again given condition is sum of whose squares is 290. Therefore according to given condition, what we can say, x square plus x plus 2 square is equals to 290, right? Sum of whose squares, that means first of all we are going to square them, then we are going to add them, and the total becomes 290, right? Solve it. We shall get here is x square plus 4x plus 4 is equals to 290, right? This x plus 2 whole square is x square plus 4x plus 4, and that again gives me 2x square plus 4x plus 4 is equals to 290, taking 2 common, and that gives me x square plus 2x plus 2 is equals to 145. Taking that 145 here, we get x square plus 2x minus 143 equal to 0, right? Therefore the factors x square plus 13x minus 11x minus 143 equal to 0, right? Factors will be 11 and 13 because 11 into 13 is 143. Therefore we get x common from the first and second term minus 11 common from the third and fourth term, which is equal to 0. Hence x plus 13 into x minus 11 is again 0, and hence we get like x equals to minus 13 or x equal to 11. We got two values here, that x is equals to minus 13 or x is equals to 11, but x equals to minus 13 is not possible. Why? Because it is a negative integer. The question says that find two consecutive odd positive integers, so we only require the positive ones, and x equals to minus 13 is a negative integer, so we are not going to talk about that. Therefore x is equals to 11 and x plus 2, that is 11 plus 2 is equals to 13. Hence the required odd positive integers are 11 and 13, right? So these are our required odd positive integers, that are 11 and 13. So in this way you can solve it, the data type question, and then you can get the required answer. Is it clear? Okay, so let us move further with the examples. See friends, till now we have solved the examples that are given to you as a direct equation. Now we are solving the data type questions in which we will be having a question, a condition given to us, and then first of all we shall form the equation and then we shall solve the equation given to us, right? Okay, so let us solve some fraction type questions. That was 11th one. Now this questions we are solving about the general practice. General practice, that means solve the following by any of the given suitable methods, right? Solve the following by any of the given suitable methods. So under that we are having the first question, like x plus 1 upon x equals to 3, given condition x is not equal to 0, right? See friends, sometimes this kind of questions may also be asked where you might confuse that what to do now. So first and foremost thing you are going to do here is take the LCM on the left side. So on this side we can get x square plus 1 whole divided by x is equal to 3. Therefore x square plus 1 is equals to 3x, that x will be multiplied on the other side, and hence x square plus 3x plus 1 equal to 0. Note that friends, this equation given to us here right now is a quadratic equation, but you cannot simply factorize this. Can you? No, because the last term is 1 and the first term is also 1, so 1 into 1 will be maximum 1, and we cannot write 1 as a sum of 3, right? So what we are going to use here is, here a equals to 1, b is equals to 3 and c is again 1, right? This is the quadratic formula. Therefore first of all we shall find out b square minus 4ac, that is 3 square minus 4 into 1, that is 9 minus 4, which is 5, greater than 0. So we got the value of b square minus 4ac as 5. Now the roots of the given equation are x equals to minus b plus or minus root b square minus 4ac upon 2a, right? That is minus b, that is minus 3 plus or minus root 5 upon 2, and hence our required roots are minus 3 plus or minus root 5 by 2. See friends, this cannot be further rationalized or this cannot be further simplified, right? So this is our required answer, that is minus 3 plus or minus root 5 by 2. So in this way you can solve. I am having one more of the same type. That is 1 upon x minus 1 upon x minus 2 is equals to 3. Again, x is not equals to 0 or 2. Right? That means x is neither 0, x is neither 2. That means the denominators are not going to be 0 anywhere. Right? So again what we shall do here is cross multiply x minus 2 minus x upon x into x minus 2 is equals to 3. Right? So here minus x and plus x can be cancelled. Therefore minus 2 upon x square minus 2x is equals to 3. Cross multiply there. Minus 2 is equals to 3x square minus 6x. Take that 2 on the other side. That is 3x square minus 6x plus 2 is equal to 0. Right? Now once we get this once we get this equation, we can use any of the methods here. Right? So can you factorize this? Yes or no? No? Okay. So we shall use here a is equals to 3, b is equals to minus 6 and c is equals to 2. See friends, 3 into 2 is 6 and 6 can be further factorized as 6 into 1 or 3 into 2. Right? Neither of 3 into 2 or 6 into 1 will give me a result of 6. So this cannot be factorized here. So we shall use this quadratic formula. Now finding out b square minus 4ac, that is minus 6 square minus 4 into 3 into 2. Minus 6 square, that is 36, minus 4 into 3 is 12, into 2 24, which is 12 greater than 0. Right? So we got b square minus 4ac as 12, which is greater than 0. Therefore the roots of the given equation are x equals to minus b plus or minus root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Right? Therefore we get x equals to minus of minus 6 plus or minus root 12 by 2 into 3, that is 6 plus or minus, that can be written as 2 root 3 upon 6. So x equals to 3 plus or minus root 3 by 3. We have taken 2 common from the numerator and cancelled it out with the denominator. So we got the values x equals to 3 plus or minus root 3 by 3. You can again take out root 3 common from the numerator and cancel it out from the denominator. That seems to be x equals to root 3 plus or minus 1 by root 3. This is also a valid answer. This both are same. Right? The second one is further simplified than the first one. Is it clear? So both the answers are correct. And last one again of the same type, let us solve it here. So with this we can get all the concepts clear. One upon x plus 4 minus 1 upon x minus 7 is equals to 11 upon 30. Right? I am having this question here. So again this is, see, the first one was the simpler one. Right? The second one is also a simple one but somewhat difficult for you to cross multiply. The third one is a kind of a question where we have to cross multiply. Again we have to take common and we have to cancel it out with the numerators only. So in this question we are going to first of all cross multiply or take the LCM simply. That gives me x minus 7 minus x plus 4 upon x plus 4 into x minus 7 is equal to 11 by 30. Right? Therefore x minus 7 minus x minus 4 upon x square minus 3x minus x square minus 3x minus 28 is equals to 11 by 30. right? Note that this denominator I have directly written, but if you don't know, then you can multiply term to term and then you can write down the given quadratic equation that we get in the denominator. So here you can get out x and x, therefore minus 11 upon x square minus 3x minus 28 is equals to 11 by 30. So this 11 and 11 will also be cancelled, but note that friends, here there will be a minus 1 remaining, because this is minus 11, this is plus 11, so you can cancel out 11 and 11, but there will be minus 1 remaining when you cut out minus 11 also. So multiplying minus 30 is equal to x square minus 3x minus 28, right? Taking 30 on the other side, that gives me x square minus 3x plus 2 is equal to 0. Now see friends, we can factorize this, yes or no? Yes, 2 into 1 is 2 and this 3 can be written as 2 plus 1. Therefore, x square minus 2x minus x plus 2 is equal to 0. Taking out x common from the first and second, minus common from the third and fourth, that is x minus 2 into x minus 1 equal to 0, and hence x is equals to 2 or 1. So the roots of the given equation are 2 or 1, or the solution of the given equation is 2 comma 1. So friends, this were the examples that could be asked in the examination, that are also important by the solving point of view, right? Now, coming back to some data type questions again. A motorboat whose speed 18 km per hour in still water takes 1 hour more to go 24 km upstream then to return downstream to the same spot. Find the speed of the stream. We need to find out the speed of the stream. See friends, given a motorboat whose speed is 18 km per hour in still water takes 1 hour more to go 24 km upstream than to return downstream to the same spot. Right, see the distance is same, that means it is going 24 km upstream and coming back the same distance downstream to the same spot, right? And the speed of the boat is fixed, it is 18 km per hour. We need to find out the speed of the stream. So assuming let the speed of the stream be x km per hour and total distance traveled is 24 kilometer. See friends, I am not taking 24 plus 24 because total distance traveled, if you say, that will be 24 upstream and coming back 24 downstream, that becomes 48, right? But we are not going to take that as 48 because because we are going to find out the time taken individually. That means time taken to go upstream and time taken to come downstream, so that we shall take the total distance traveled, or the distance traveled while traveling upstream or downstream is 24 kilometer. Therefore, speed of the boat upstream, what will be speed of the boat upstream? Upstream, as we discussed in chapter number 3 also, upstream, that means the boat is going against the flow of the water. That means if the water is flowing like this, then the boat will go in the opposite direction. And downstream, that means the boat goes along with the flow of the water. That means, that simply means that when the boat is traveling upstream, there will be a difference in speed, and when the boat is traveling downstream, there will be an addition in the speed, right? That means speed of the boat upstream is equals to 18 minus x kilometer per hour, and that of downstream is equals to 18 plus x kilometer per hour, right? So we got the speeds of the boat upstream and downstream, 18 minus x and 18 plus x. Now we shall take the time taken, or we shall find time taken to travel upstream. That is 24 upon 18 minus x hour. How? Right, we know a relation as we studied in physics and as we have discussed in the previous chapter also, that speed is equals to distance upon time. This gives me time is equals to distance upon speed. Rather than remembering this main formula, we shall use the formula T equals to D upon S. That means time equals to distance upon speed. So if you want to find out time, then we can use the relation distance upon speed. So time taken to travel upstream is distance traveled upstream divided by the speed of the boat upstream. That is 24 upon 18 minus x, and that to travel downstream, that is 24 upon 18 plus x hours, right? Now we got the times individually, that is time taken to travel upstream and time taken to travel downstream. Now we need to relate this given condition, that it takes 1 hour more to travel upstream than to travel downstream. Yes or no? So according to the given condition, what can we write down? Therefore, according to given condition, what can you say? Right? I think you might not getting an answer that what to write or how to write. So first of all, let me discuss with you friends that which time will be greater, upstream or downstream? Obviously upstream, right? Because we are going against the flow of the water. That means that will consume our time also, right? That will take more time rather than to travel downstream, because downstream the water will help us to go to the destination, right? For example, there is a condition like that wind is flowing in some direction at a speed, and we are going on a bicycle. If we are going against the flow of the wind, then obviously that wind is going to restrict us, right? That means it will be difficult for us to move against the wind. So the journey that could be completed in 1 hour, that will take us now 2 or 3 hours, right? And if we are going with the flow of the wind, that means if the wind is flowing in this direction and we are also going in this direction, then the wind will help us to reach the destination. That means the time consuming here will be less, obviously. That means, or that simply means that according to the given condition, it is the motorboat is taking 1 hour more to travel upstream than to return downstream. That means time taken, sorry, my mistake, not 18 upon, it will be 24 upon, right? So according to the given condition, 24 upon 18 minus x, this is the time taken to travel upstream. That will be 24 upon 18 plus x plus 1, right? It takes 1 hour more, this is 1, this are all in hours, we have written all in hours, so we can now directly relate them. So time taken to travel upstream is 1 hour more than time taken to travel downstream, right? Simplifying it, we get 24 upon 18 minus x minus 24 upon 18 plus x equals to 1. Therefore we can take out 24 common, that is 1 upon 18 minus x minus 1 upon 18 plus x is equal to 1. Cross multiplying, now that becomes our simplest method, that is 18 plus x minus 18 minus x upon 18 square minus x square is equals to 1, right? Note that friends, in the denominator we will be having 18 minus x into 18 plus x. See, if you are not getting this, let me write down one more step here. So that you can clearly come to know, that is 24 into, let us simplify this now, 18 plus x minus 18 plus x upon, that is 324 minus x square is equal to 1, right? So you can cancel out this 18 and minus 18, that is 24 into 2x upon 324 minus x square is equal to 1. Hence 24 into 2, that is 48x upon 324 minus x square equal to 1, and hence 48x equals to 324 minus x square. Taking this both the terms here, that becomes x square plus 48x minus 324 equal to 0. Now I need the factors here of 324 as the multiplication of 48. So what can you write down about this? The factors here will be okay. So the factors here are okay, 54 and 6. So this can be written as x square plus 54x minus 6x minus 324 is equal to 0. That is x into x plus 54 minus x plus 54 equal to 0, right? And that gives me the factors x plus 54, a common factor into x minus 6 is equal to 0. Hence x equals to minus 54 comma 6 or minus 54 and 6. But x equals to minus 54 is not possible. Why is it not possible? Because speed cannot be negative. Therefore x equals to 6. Hence the speed of the boat, the speed of the stream is 6 km per hour, right? So the speed of the stream is 6 km per hour. So that is about the given condition, that a motorboat whose speed is 18 km per hour in still water takes 1 hour more to go 24 km upstream than to return downstream to the same spot. Find the speed of the stream. Hence the speed of the stream is 6 km per hour. Is it clear, friends? Right? Okay. Then we are having some more questions that is related to this kind of conditions, right? So shall I erase this? The sum of the reciprocals of Rahman's age 3 years ago and five years later is 1/3. Find his present age. Right? We need to find out his present age. So it is said that the reciprocals of the Rahman's age 3 years ago and 5 years later. Right? So we are having two different conditions. We need to find out his present age. So let the present age of Rahman be x years, right? The present age of Rahman be x years. Therefore age of Rahman 3 years ago was x minus 3 years. 3 years ago, that means 3 years from now, but in the reverse manner. And that of his age 5 years later will be how much? That is x plus 5 years, right? So age of Raman 3 years ago was x minus 3 years, and that of his age 5 years later will be x plus 5 years. Therefore, according to the given condition, what can you say according to the given condition? 1 upon x minus 3 plus 1 upon x plus 5 is equals to 1 upon 3, right? The sum of reciprocals, so we have taken the reciprocals, and the sum, that means addition, is 1 upon 3. Therefore, cross multiplying x plus 5 plus x minus 3 upon x minus 3 into x plus 5 is equal to 1 upon 3. What you can cancel out? Nothing. Therefore, 2x plus 2 upon x square plus 2x minus 15 is equal to 1 upon 3, right? Therefore, what you can say, cross multiplying them, we will get 3 into 2, 6x plus 6 is equals to x square plus 2x minus 15, right? Now, taking this both terms on the other side, we shall get x square plus 2x minus 15 minus 6x minus 6 is equal to 0, right? Simplifying these equations here, we shall get x square minus 4x minus 21 equal to 0. So, we got a quadratic equation here which needs to be factorized now. Hence, we can get the factors, that is minus 7x plus 3x minus 21 equal to 0, right? So, x square minus 7x plus 3x minus 21 equal to 0. That gives me the factors x into x minus 7 plus 3 into x minus 7 equal to 0. Hence, x minus 7 or x minus 3 is equal to 0. Hence, x equals to 7 or minus 3. But x equals to minus 3 is not possible because age cannot be negative, right? X equals to minus 3 is not possible because age cannot be negative. Hence, x equals to 7 years. Or you can say, therefore, the present age of Raman is 7 years, right? So, in this way, you can solve this condition given to you. Is it clear, friends? Right? Now, I am going to solve one more sum here. Then I shall give you one or two in the homework so that you can solve it by yourself, so that you can come to know whether you got the point or not, right? Now, it goes like this: the diagonal of the rectangular field is 60 meter more than the shorter side, and the longer side is 30 meter more than the shorter side. Find the sides of the field, right? We need to find out the sides of the field. So, In this question it is asked about the diagonal of a rectangular field. Now see friends, the field is of the rectangular form, right? Obviously if I say that this is my rectangular field, then a rectangle has a shorter side, a longer side and a diagonal, right? We shall consider this as the shorter side. This, or let us take this as the longer side, and this is the diagonal, right? That means in a rectangle, length will be the longer side, breadth will be the shorter side, and the diagonal, that means connecting the opposite ends of a rectangle, right? So this might somewhat be the figure. Again, here the angle between length and breadth will be 90 degrees, perfect, right? This will be perfect 90 degrees. So what you can apply that, or what you can see here is that the triangle so formed by the longer, shorter and the diagonal is a right angle triangle, and if it is a right angle triangle, then we can apply the Pythagoras theorem here, or we can apply the theorem that is applicable here, right? So assuming, let the shorter side of the field be x meters. We have assumed the shorter side because the diagonal and the longer side are given in reference of the shorter side, right? The diagonal and the longer side are given in reference of the shorter side. So we shall assume that let the shorter side of the field be x meters, so that what we can say about the diagonal and the longer side is so, or therefore the diagonal of the field will be 60 plus x meters, and the longer side will be 30 plus x meters, right? Shorter side of the field be x meters, therefore diagonal is 60 meters more than the shorter side, as it is clearly given here, and the longer side is again 30 meters more than the shorter side, so we have taken 30 plus x as the longer side. Therefore according to the figure, right, according to the figure, longer side square plus shorter side square equals to diagonal square, that is x plus 30 whole square plus x whole square is equals to x plus 60 whole square, right? So let us expand it here itself. That gives me x square plus 60x plus 900 plus again an x square, that is x square plus 120x plus 3600, right? You can cancel out one of the x squares here. That gives me again the remaining things, 60x plus 900 plus x square is equals to 120x plus 3600, right? We shall take this both terms here and rearranging x square plus 60x minus 120x plus 900 minus 3600 equal to 0, right? Therefore x square minus 60x minus 2700 equal to 0. I need the factors of 2700, that is 90 into 30, I think, right? X square minus 90x plus 30x minus 2700 equal to 0. Therefore x into x minus 90 minus x into plus 30 into x minus 90 equal to 0. Hence x minus 90 into x plus 30 equal to 0. Hence x equals to 90 or minus 30. But x equals to minus 30 is not possible because the length cannot be negative. Therefore x is equals to 90 and x plus 30, that is 90 plus 30, and hence that is 120. Therefore the shorter side is 90 meter and the longer side is 120 meter. Right, so we got the sides here. The shorter side is 90 meter and the longer side is 120 meters. Is it clear, friends? Right, okay. Now we shall solve one or two more of the same kind and then we shall go on to the next topic. So I think this might be clear here. Okay, I'm erasing this everything and then I shall write down the next question. The condition given now here is, that was the fifth one, I think. Let us solve the sixth one here. Two water taps together can fill a tank in 9 integer 3 by 8 hours. The tap of larger diameter takes 10 hours less than the smaller one to fill the tank. Find the time in which each tap can separately fill the tank. Right, we need to find out that the time in which each tap can separately fill up the tank. See friends, the condition given to us is two water taps together can fill up a tank in 9 integer 3 by 8 hours and the tap of larger diameter takes 10 hours less than the smaller one. Right, that means whatever the time the smaller one takes, that will be, or from that 10 hours will be subtracted. Yes or no? Right, so what we shall assume here is, let the time taken by smaller tap be x hours, and so the time taken by larger tap is x minus 10 hours, because the larger tap or the larger diameter, the tap of larger diameter takes 10 hours less than the smaller one. That means time for the larger tap will be 10 less than the smaller one, that is x minus 10 hours. Now total time taken together is equals to 9 integer 3 by 8 hours, that is 75 upon 8 hours, right? See, this is a improper fraction, so first of all we shall convert it into a proper fraction. So 8 into 9, 72, plus 3, 75 upon 8. Now what we shall do is we shall find out the amount of water filled, right? Now water filled by smaller tap in 1 hour, that is 1 upon x. Now see friends, how this becomes 1 upon x is that if I say that in x hours, the tank is completely filled, that means the work is completed, and hence we shall take it as 1. So in x hours, if the work is completed, then in 1 hour that will be 1 upon x, yes or no, right? Suppose if I say that you are taking 10 hours to complete a task, right? You are taking 10 hours to complete a task, then what will be the amount of task completed in 1 hour? 1/10 part, right? Or 1 upon 10th part of the task. It is simple as that in x hours if the tank is filled, then in 1 hour the tank will be 1 upon x times. And similarly that filled by the larger tap in 1 hour, that is 1 upon x minus 10, because here the time taken is x minus 10 hours. So water filled by the smaller tap in 1 hour is 1 upon x, and that filled by the larger tap in 1 hour is 1 upon x minus 10. Therefore according to given condition, what we can write down, 1 upon x plus 1 upon x minus 10 is equals to 75 by 8. Yes or no? No friends, 1 upon x plus 1 upon x minus 10 is equals to 1. But see, what is this amount of water filled in 1 hour? What is this amount of water filled in 1 hour? But this is the amount of water filled in 1 hour by the smaller tap. This is the larger tap. That means the total of this, right? The total of this is how much? That takes 75 by 8 hours. That means 75 upon 8 multiplied by the work done in 1 hour. That means total time taken multiplied by work done in 1 hour is equals to the work is completed. That means is equals to 1. Therefore 1 upon x plus 1 upon x minus 10 equals to 8 upon 75. Hence x minus 10 plus x upon x square minus 10x is equals to 8 upon 75. That is 2x minus 10 upon x square minus 10x is equals to 8 upon 75. Cross multiplying 75 into 2, 150x minus 750, that is 8x square minus 80x. Taking this both on the other side, that will give me 8x square minus 80x minus 150x plus 750 is equal to 0. Therefore, 8x square minus 230x plus 750 is equals to 0. Now, what can you write about this? Factors 230. I need the factors of 8 into 750. I think 8 can be taken common or 4. Let us take 2 common first of all. 4x square minus 115x plus, that will be 375 equal to 0, right? So I need the factors of 375 into 4 such that it is 115. I think that is 115, right? Therefore, that is 4x square minus 100x minus 15x plus 375 equal to 0. So what you can take out common? 4x into x minus 25 minus 15 into x minus 25 equal to 0. That is 4x minus 15 into x minus 25 equal to 0. Therefore, x equals to either 15 by 4 or 25, right? But see friends, x equals to 15 by 4 is not possible. Why it is not possible? Because the time taken is in hours, and here this 15 upon 4 will give me some decimal answers, right? That is actually not possible. So because here only the integral values of x are possible, hence x equals to 25 and x minus 10 equals to 25 minus 10, which is equals to 15. Therefore, the time taken by larger tap is 15 hours and that by smaller tap is 25 hours, right? So in this way you can complete the whole solution. So friends, that is all about the data type questions that we were to solve here, right? Now coming back to a very small question topic related to the nature of the roots, right? See, in this NCERT textbook this topic is given actually at the last. So according to me it should be here with the quadratic formula before or starting the solution of the quadratic formula. So let us quickly look at this. As we discuss the nature of the roots, right, as we discuss the nature of the roots, let us solve some examples that are related to the nature here. The first one is 2x square minus 3x plus 5 equal to 0. So to find out the nature of the roots, first of all we will require here a equals to 2, b equals to minus 3 and c is equal to 5. Therefore b square minus 4ac, that is minus 3 square minus 4 into 2 into 5, right, that is minus 3 square 9 minus 4 into 2 8, 8 into 5 40, that is minus 31 less than 0. Hence no real roots exist, right? Why this no real root exists? Because b square minus 4ac is less than 0. Let me solve one more, that gives me 2x square minus 6x plus 3 is equal to 0. So again here a is equals to 2, b is equals to minus 6 and c is equal to 3. Therefore b square minus 4ac, that is minus 6 square minus 4 into 2 into 3, right? So that is 36 minus 24 and which is 12 greater than 0. Therefore or hence real and distinct roots exists, right? So we can say that if b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, then we will be having real and distinct roots. If it is less than 0, then no real roots exist, and if it is equal to 0, then real and equal roots exist, right? Now I am having one more kind of sum, that if the equation has real and roots, then find the value of k, where the first equation given to me is 2x square plus kx plus 3 equal to 0, and the second equation given to me is kx into x minus 2 plus 6 equal to 0. So with these two examples we are going to conclude this chapter here, and hence the given equations here are 2x square plus kx plus 3 equal to 0 and kx into x minus 2 plus 6 equal to 0. Here a equal to 2, b equal to k and c is equal to 3, as or given that as the equation has real and equal roots, b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, right? B square minus 4ac is equal to 0. Therefore k square minus 4 into 3 is equal to 0. Therefore k square minus 24 is equal to 0. Hence k square is equals to 24 and k is equals to plus or minus root 24, right? Or you can also write what this can be written as root 24 plus or minus, yes, that is k is equals to plus or minus 2 root 6, right? Because 24 can be written as 4 into 6 and square root of 4 is 2, that is 2 root 6. Coming to the second question, here a, b and c are what? We don't know, right? So first of all we need to multiply. Therefore kx square minus 2kx plus 6 is equal to 0. Therefore, or now we can say that here a is equals to k, b is equals to minus 2k and c is equals to 6. Therefore, as the given equation has real and equal roots, b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, right? So as we were talking about that, as the given equation has real and equal roots, here b square minus 4ac is equals to 0. That means minus 2k whole square minus 4 into k into 6 is equal to 0. Therefore 4k square minus 24k is equal to 0. Therefore you can take out 4k common into k minus 6 equal to 0. That means either 4k equal to 0 or k minus 6 is equal to 0. That means either you can see that k equal to 0 or k equal to 6. Now see friends, here we got two values of k, that is k equals to 0 or k equals to 6. But if I put k equals to 0 here in this given equation, in which equation? In the equation that we have simplified and we have made a quadratic equation. If I put k equals to 0 here, then x square or the term with x square becomes 0, right? Hence, or as k equals to 0 is not possible because it does not form a quadratic equation. Therefore k equals to 6 is only valid value, right? So the value of k is equals to 6 here. Okay friends, so in this way you can solve this kind of examples also, where you are given the equations with some unknown coefficients and we need to find out the coefficients. But note that you will be given a condition always, like note that the given equations have real and equal roots. So with this we complete this chapter, and if you are having any doubt then please to write down us in the comment section. Thank you.